Okay, everyone, we are trying something new right here. It is, so far, the working title is Simply Sketchy, where me and a guest, first of
Hi.
those is Bezek. He just did an introduction, smooth. And the idea of this is to be a short form, basically a sketching stream or recording video that I can upload whenever I'm not around. For example, when I'm on the boat for the umpteenth time, unable to do anything because the internet is, what, powered by a potato, hopes and dreams, and whatever else. It's gonna be fun, I tell you. But this is
Powered by potato, hopes and dreams,
there you go.
also known as the Russian army.
That too. Oh my
Because
god.
all they've got's vodka and dreams, because they don't have shit else.
That is actually genuinely the fucking truth, isn't it? But yeah, so the idea is to do a little bit of chatting, have a little fun. They're not these recordings aren't supposed to be more than an hour long at most. And the subject will be either video games or movies, series, anything that we want to talk about, be it like in general or specifically about something. Today is gonna be about Halo, the game that me and Bezek played, starting with Halo Combat Evolved. So you wanna take
Yeah.
it away? So while I start doing a little bit of sketching on how something that might fit me and Bezek's entire journey through Halo Combat Evolved, let's talk
So
a little bit about
what? A
games.
disappointed-looking British officer standing there with his palm through his forehead and just a dead trim.
Yes, that's it. Fucking need to do something to the screen quickly. There you go. There, that works. I at least figured out how to rework the thingy.
Yay! So we played Halo Combat Evolved as part of the Master Chief Collection.
Yep,
Is that Banshee?
that is a Banshee.
Is that about to land on a train?
I mean, it's the most memorable thing out there.
Yes, it is. I do also like killing that. What was it? Yeah, the big giant tanky thing.
Yes, all the hunters, right?
Yeah. When I killed the hunter with the grenade.
Yes. I mean, we had a lot of good moments in the entire Halo series, but Combat Evolved was, in a way, it's the one of the best ones, and also one of the worst. It's not one of the worst ones. That's what was it going to? You can
That
tell
was
its age.
fucking...
Yeah, you can tell its age, but it is definitely a Goldie. One of the better Halo games out there.
Yeah.
That's-
So, Combat Evolved, yeah, we played it through the Master Chief Collection, which means we got the remastered, updated version, which included co-op, which was helpful. Kind of the whole point of the thing.
Mhm.
And yeah, you can definitely feel the age. It's got a bit of jank, but it's definitely, I think it's got the most soul.
Yep. It's clear that this was the first game they made, and they were definitely just putting in all the elbow grease and anything they could.
Yeah. But I'm looking at some of the pictures from it, and oh my, the original version, the graphics were special.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it is very so. Yeah, being the first game in the series, they had to do a little bit of world building.
Yep. And it's a really interesting series too, because you have what is it? A massive alien union of the led by theocratic extremists, and suddenly out of nowhere, a bunch of green, I mean, for better or for worse, communists essentially just popping out of nowhere.
Yeah, that must have come as a whacking surprise to people when the game first came out.
Yep. But then again, it became iconic because still, even today with all the subtractors of the modern stuff, Halo has still got for a good reason, a very solid fan base.
It's not surprising. There wasn't much like it, was there?
No, definitely not. I mean, to me, Halo's golden age ended after Halo 4, which honestly would be the perfect part for it to like end as well. They shouldn't have made any more Halo games after Halo 4. That's when the story ended, but we'll get to that when we get to the game itself. Now, we are going to be going through basically our journey of Halo 1.
Yeah, so Halo 1 starts off on the giant-ass human ship, the Pillar of Autumn.
Yes, which, like most human ships in Halo, is, from what I can remember, a giant railgun with thrusters, which I can approve.
Yeah, that's actually surprisingly common in the humanity fuck yeah community on Reddit.
Yes.
What do humans do? They they throw rocks at each other.
Yes. If it ain't broke, don't fix, and you don't have to be super advanced. You know, throwing giant things through space works just as well. EMC squared and all that.
Well, that's it. Giant fuck off rail cannon.
Yes.
Or yeah, a kilometer long rail gun, I believe.
Yes. God, I wish I had one
Yeah.
of those.
A Mark II light coil Mac. Yeah. Magnetically mag accelerated cannon. Yeah. Pretty good. So yeah, we wake up out of our pod and then we get to meet Keys and Cortana.
Yes. Already then, we kind of start seeing the first issue there is the movement lag, though. Honestly, I got quickly used to it, and it became more fun because it was just the movement of the character that was laggy. Shooting had a little bit of lag too, but aiming itself wasn't that difficult, so I could easily get used to it and get over the movement lag issue.
Whether that's an issue with the game compared to how it was originally designed, which was essentially, well, it didn't even have co-op in the original version. But we did have ongoing issues with slidey trim.
Yep. I turned into Michael Jackson and started moonwalking everywhere. Hee hee.
Yeah. The trim was hee-heeing all over the place.
Yep.
And it's hard to really judge whether that's the fault of the people who made the Master Chief Collection, or if it's just something to do with the fact that trim is about as far from me as it is possible to get on the Earth and not be in the ocean.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, literally on the other side of the planet, and hell, we still managed to play the game and finish it relatively easily. Janky vehicle controls notwithstanding.
Oh, fuck. We'll cover that more when we talk about that mission, but the Warthog controls are the worst!
Oh, Lord. It's one of the hardest reasons to why you should never really play a vehicle game on computer. You control the direction with a fucking mouse. Like, what the fuck?
That's a Halo-specific problem. No one else was that stupid.
Nope. I think Borderlands does it, but at least they make it work slightly better.
Well, I've always thought that when you're playing a vehicle-based game, you're better off with a controller.
Yes.
Which is why I struggle to get on with, what is it? The GTA series.
Yeah.
Aiming on a controller is a pain in the ass.
Oh,
but
yeah.
driving a car on it with a keyboard and mouse is hopeless.
Oh.
But I usually end up doing keyboard and mouse anyway, because it's just such a drama trying to aim otherwise.
Yep. Let's see. So, as we went through the ship, then we basically get the tutorial. We get invaded by a bunch of aliens, not screaming in Arabic, and just had a jolly old time.
Pretty much. So yeah, we've basically just got to fight our way through to the escape pods, don't we?
Yep. And then we get into the escape pod. The escape pod has a malfunction where it crash lands and kills everyone except us, so nothing important was lost. Oh, mate,
Yeah.
we forgot one thing. We picked up a hot robo waifu.
Well, in this game, we definitely picked up a robo waifu.
I mean,
But
compared
if
by
you look
modern
at
standards.
Cortana in the mate, we had the pleasure of the remastered Cortana.
Yes.
The original Halo CE Cortana.
Imagination.
You can count the polygons.
Yeah, imagination had to do most of the work back then.
Yeah.
Like Tomb Raider.
Yeah. 4 is, and we'll talk about that more, but 4 is peak Cortana.
Oh, yeah, yeah. A lot of Halo 4 was peak. It's essentially made, as we can say then, made by fans for fans.
Yeah, I think that's the case. 4 is, especially looking back at it from a modern gamer's perspective, I think 4 is probably the best game.
Yeah.
When you look at it overall, because it's benefits from the modern changes to game design.
Yeah. You know, the real modern changes and not the quote-unquote modern.
Exactly.
Yeah. But all in all, taking that the Halo in Halo Combat Evolved is the remake, or rather a, HD remaster, it's pretty well made.
Yeah, pretty much. And it looks great.
Oh, yeah.
When I flicked to the old graphics a couple of times and they were like, oh my god.
Yeah. If you're into modern graphics or like good graphics, Halo might be a little bit of a test for your patience.
You definitely want to play Halo CE as part of the Master Chief Collection.
Yes. And Halo Master Chief Collection, Halo Combat Evolved in the Master Chief Collection, it's one of the best ports they did.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's see.
So after we fight our way off the Pillar of Autumn, we find something. It's a bit, hang your lampshade on the name. We land on this weird ring thing, don't we, Trent?
Yes. I think you kind of can get a hint at it from the game's name, Halo. Yes.
Yes.
Subtlety.
Well,
you know?
that's what you call rings sometimes, right?
Yes, yes. I mean, subtle. Really subtle, though. Let's be honest. I mean, it's incredibly subtle. Let's see.
Yeah. So we then just I think we got to run around meeting up with Marines and things, didn't we?
Yes, we got to meet the Sergeant Johnson, the greatest drill sergeant in Halo, or basically video game Marine history.
Yes. Which makes you wonder why, given certain characteristics of his and the corporate attitude towards those certain characteristics, why the hell was he not in the so-called TV series?
Yeah, that's a question we will never know. I guess they had to spend too much money on Master Chief always takes his fucking mask off.
Imagine how much money they could have saved if they just had a stuntman running around that fucking armor.
Oh yeah, just hire a voice actor and done, simply done.
You mean like a certain movie series back in like the 70s did? Just a small inconsequential one. Few people, you might not have heard of it. I think it was called Star Wars.
Oh, that's still a good. That was still a good fucking thing. James Earl Jones. I mean, dude.
Shit, is he still alive? Get him back to voice Sergeant Johnson.
Oh yeah, dude. Also, have you heard the voice of original Vader? Holy shit, that is high pitched.
Yeah, you can kind of see why they went for that.
Yeah, but it's a genius strategy. The actor for Vader was his body double, you could say, and the voice was James Earl Jones. And again, more series should do that these days.
It also goes to show that the showrunners of these so-called Halo show are fucking idiots. Oh, you can't convey emotion with a mask on. Oh, I'm sorry. Please see Star Wars again.
Yes. I mean, a good actor and a good director can do a lot of shit with nothing.
Mhm. And it's also like, please actually look at the games, because
Yep.
they straight up came out and said they never played the games.
Like,
Yeah, we can tell, because even in the shitty 2000s era cutscenes, the Master Chief conveys emotion with the mask on.
yes, which is kind of fucking funny when a set of
If a 20-year-old video game cutscene can do it, what is your excuse, Mr. Modern? Billion-dollar TV show.
Oh lord, it's disgusting. I know we're supposed to talk about the game, but Jesus fucking Christ, the you know the expression Besic makes here? That's the opinion of the modern Halo series. Don't watch it. It'll just ruin everything. If you want proper
It's not Halo.
Yeah, play the games.
And you can tell that because they're so desperate to virtue signal. Yet, in their virtue signaling, they don't bring in one of the most popular black characters ever.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, he's masculine or something.
Oh.
Actually, that's probably the entire reason.
I mean, everything has to be
Johnson's
feminine.
masculine because Master Cheeks. Remember, it's not Master Chief, it's Master Cheeks because he keeps taking his fucking clothes off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, when we've got that livid pansy, couldn't put Sergeant Johnson in the show.
Also, they kind of made
Master Chief's supposedly tough.
Also, they made another little funny thing. They made Master Chief irrelevant even more by him going unconscious, and Cortana possessing his power suit, fighting all by herself in his body.
Which is not a thing that she's supposed to be able to do, funnily enough.
No, because the AIs there are there just to support. They can do tech shit like going into a tank if they're inserted, but that is a fucking risk. Because, you know,
well,
AIs
if it was something Cortana could do, it's something she would have pulled off in 3 and 4.
Yes. And she kind of did but instead of doing singular small things, we hook her up to massive fucking machines.
Yeah, rather than running around in this shitty little power armor. Why, yes, Cortana, you can just take over this entire kilometer-long railgun.
Yes, please do it more. We have covenants to kill.
Yeah, yes. Right, I'm getting my trigger finger's getting tired. Can you just Mac Cannon the freaking...
Oh, God. Yeah,
so...
That was our short review of the Halo TV show.
Yeah, it's shite.
Yes. So fucking shit, you don't even need to watch it there. Don't watch it, play the game instead. And now, on to our journey to Halo Ring. We went around, we shot a bunch of things, we sniped a bunch of things, we found that the aliens...
Yeah, we ran around, found some Marines.
Yep. Shot a bunch of aliens again and again and again and again because we love that. And then we ended up being found by a floaty, glowy football, I presume. Or was that after we saved the guy?
That was after this. The next thing we had to do was go find Captain Keys.
Oh, right. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's when we're in the spaceship of the Covenant, right?
That's when we need to travel across the map and find our way into the grav lift thing.
Yes.
And to get back aboard what was it? The Truth and Reconciliation.
Yeah. Cool name of a ship, but the journey to it was a little bit of a pain in the ass. A lot of, they early 2000s like to try to do stealth sections, but if they went on...
Yes, but we also had a warthog and a gun. I had a gunner.
Yes.
So I put trim in the turret and then tried to run over grunts.
Yes, which honestly, those are the best parts. That was fun.
Yes.
We got to see some proper Australian driving,
Yep.
turret included. You could say a lot about the Halo series. At least it lets you do. They always let you go balls to the walls whenever the opportunity arises.
Yes. And this time, we rescue Keys and take him off the ship. And
Yes.
there's no foreshadowing in that sentence whatsoever.
No. We only do once and never again because, Keys.
Yes, because having to rescue the same guy a second time wouldn't be stupid at all.
No. Surely we will never find anything to drag us back to the same level. I mean, nice reuse of assets, but first game.
For story-wise, it wasn't the wisest,
Nah.
in my opinion, to have a 2 fetch quest for the same dickhead.
Yeah. Though at least we got him out the first time. Foreshadowing.
Yes. We'll come back to the rest of that.
Yep.
So then, I think we went and met the annoying, insufferable, why won't you die football.
Oh, yeah. Though on the way there, we discovered that the Cubbies were running around, rooting around things they shouldn't.
Looking for something.
Yes.
Mm.
And they found something, but not what they wanted. They found actual fucking communism. Now Green Edition. Also known as the Flood.
Was that this level?
Yes, they introduced him first. The bane of our fucking video game existence. Holy shit, the Flood in Halo 1. Oof.
Oh, in Halo 1, they were so brutal.
Oh, God. Rocket launcher Flood, dude.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that it was this level. But this level and the next two kind of blur into each other.
Yeah, essentially we go to this swamp place, a jungle swamp place, and then we end up finding the Flood, because first we shoot the Covenants. The game plots
Yeah,
at
the
us a
Flood
bunch.
aren't on this mission.
Aren't they on the following one?
They're a non-settlement cartographer. I'm pretty sure they're on the next one.
Oh,
But because site cartographer is the one where we just ran around to a bunch of places to, I don't know, push buttons until something opened.
oh yeah, it's our great. Yeah, that's the one where we went on the beach. Yeah. I'm ahead of you there. Okay, never mind.
Assaulting the control room. Eventually, we find something suspicious,
Yes.
I believe.
Yes. Now I remember. We even did a little bit of... Yeah, that's where we first meet the Hunters, and Besix has a lot of fun with taking those out.
Yes. Was it even this one, or I don't? Maybe it's even further forward because
No, I
we'll
think
see.
the first Hunters were introduced in this one. That I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm not talking about hunters. Like, you might be right that hunters were in this one, but the Flood again, I'm not convinced that they showed up just yet.
Yeah, I remember now. They were in the following level.
It does mention them in the plot outline. So, but this is obviously this is one of the best levels because you get the tank.
Oh, yes. Every time we're on the
and
tank.
So, what was annoying is the amount of time we spent on the bridges. I think was this one with the bridges. I think this is the one with the bridges, and I didn't like the bridges.
No.
Not necessarily because they were hard for the most part; they were just long.
Yes, and boring. But
So
it was...
yeah, we ran around in the snow for a bit.
Yep. But I'm pretty sure that the
And
Flood
then we get
were
up
in
in
the
the
snow
control
level, so...
Yes, but not. Right. So this one, it just talks about them in plot.
Yes.
Because we plug into the control center and then Cortana AI's shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then she goes, "Oh no, I found something nasty in the records."
Yes. Strangely, it talks in both Russian and German.
So then we got Alright, no. Yeah, now we've got 343 Gilded Spike. This is the one we've been thinking of.
Yes.
This is the one where we meet both the communists and the stupid football, I believe.
Yes.
We will find out.
Oh joy.
Yes, yes, this is the one. So we have to search Captain Keys again.
Of course, he's the plot device that drives the game. He's the
Yeah.
key character.
Captain Keys is in fact the MacGuffin of the first Halo game.
Yes. Oh lord. I mean, they named him on purpose. Captain Keys, the plot key.
Yes, the key to the plot. Yeah. So we've got to go searching through the swamp, and swamp sucked in a good way.
Yeah. On the way there, it was really fucking cool. I enjoyed it.
But it immensely sucked in that way that swamps should suck.
Yes.
It was, how would I say it? It was, the combat felt crunchy.
Yes.
I like crunchy combat like that.
Yep.
And then we had to break into a facility, and then we find out the Marines have been slaughtered by something suspicious.
Yes, and there was...
And then we have to fight our way out, and that was such a prick of a level getting out of there.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is...
And I mean a prick of a level in a
Yeah.
good way. It was so fucking tough.
I mean, the first introduction of the Flood was done really well because it kind of builds up the atmosphere. You see even a bunch of Covenant soldiers having been killed by their own, and you're wondering like, oh, what the hell is going on here? It does a lot of build up, and even some sections there are not even any enemies.
Yeah.
Until you then find a corpse behind a door, a video recording where Captain Keys being stolen. Apparently taken away to open another door.
Yep. And then we eventually meet a stupid little football.
Yes. He just starts flying around the beginning, and then he just magic teleports us through space magic.
Yeah. To the library.
Yes. Oh, God.
Now, the library sucked in a bad way.
Yes. it worst level in all of Halo 1. My biggest complaint
I did
about
not
Halo,
enjoy my time in the library.
Me neither. I mean, the biggest problem with Halo is how quickly you run out of ammunition.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put that out there. The biggest
There was
issue
no
with
there wasn't enough ammo drops. The other problem with it is it's an old game.
Yes.
They had limited space on shit. Back then, was it CDs still?
Yep.
Not even DVDs. But back then they had to fit the entire game on one disc because it's an Xbox game.
Yes.
So they were severely restricted in the amount of textures they have,
Yes.
which is a problem when you have a hour-long hallway.
Oh, that was such a headache.
The library is an hour-long hallway, and every fucking wall is the same. They reuse the hallways themselves are just reused like 73 million times.
Yeah.
But the not hallway sections, they're blatantly copy and pasted.
Yep. I mean, even the
yeah.
not copy pasted place would just copy paste it later. There wasn't a single thing that wasn't reused with malicious intent.
Unlike the outside areas where you had the pretty skybox and the somewhat changing terrain.
Yeah.
The library was just so fucking bland.
Yeah, of course they tried to spice it up by adding a lot of green. A lot of green.
Yes.
Like
A lot of green.
Yeah.
A lot of bite your face off green.
Yes. Bite your face off, shoot your face off, slash it, claw it. Basically, the worst kind of green you can imagine.
Yep. So, yeah, as the article I'm looking at says, 4 stories. And you've got to go around and around and around. And it's just the same damned level sections over and over again.
Yeah, all the
With
while.
increasing amounts of blood.
Yes, I mean, this is where I'm pretty sure this is the level where the designers decided, yeah, we're just gonna name them Flood, because they just flood over you.
I mean, I think that would have come out in the original design documents when they're like, "What's the Halo for?" Well, it's to stop the flood.
Yes. I mean, that's what they find out after the library when Cortana stops Master Chief from pushing the giant red glowy button.
Yeah. Though, given the TV series, I'm starting to wish you had pushed the button.
Yeah. That was just... Yeah. Fortunately, though, the video game and the TV series are completely different things. Like, so many other things in modern times, even if it's a sequel or a remake, it has nothing to do with the original. Everything modern of a beloved old series, just ignore it immediately.
Yeah, it's just a shame that, like, that the Master Chief Collection is forever celebrating their politics.
Yes.
Every time something comes up, ooh, we've got a new badge to celebrate this thing that nobody in their right mind actually cares about.
Yeah. But at least they managed to, despite doing poor optimization, they managed to stay somewhat true to the original Halo collection.
Yes.
So as much as 343 deserved punishment, like brutal punishment for shitty fucking optimization, oh my god, like in some sections...
but Combat Evolved was fine.
Oh yeah.
We'll come back to what they did the friggin' too.
Oh god, and let's not forget fucking Halo 3. Like, Halo 3 was watched when Bungie made it.
See, here's the thing. Halo 3, I can barely remember because it's
Oh, I was referring to ODST, sorry.
Ah, well. 3's unmemorable. ODST is insufferable, but we'll get back to that.
Yes.
So, 2 betrayals. Is that just another hallway again?
Yes.
No, no, it's the one where we get to go outside a bit.
Yes.
And we get to have some... the outside of that level's alright.
Yeah, I mean, the open areas in Halo are pretty fucking nice. Because then when you get to see the skybox, when they get to show you the space around and Halo's atmosphere, like, they know how to do world building.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we basically just run around in the snow for a bit. And then find our way through more identical looking buildings.
Yes, and
because they've got 3 textures and they're going to use the crap out of them.
Yep, and also since we managed to offend the British robot, because you know how the British are so able to not be offended by everything, he started sending his toasters after us.
Oh, the autistic football.
Yep.
He got upset because we wouldn't destroy the universe.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, specifically, we wouldn't wipe out all biological life in the universe.
Yes.
Which isn't a problem for a freaking robot.
Well, I mean, the robot would be okay, but us being organic, us being organic, on the other hand, we might have had a slight issue with that decision.
Yeah, it's like, do I want to wipe out all humans in existence with the push of one button, or do I want to risk the flood killing all the humans and then going on to kill people I don't care about?
I mean, if I die regardless...
One of these gives me an option.
Or as we better can say it, the Halo is essentially Canadian healthcare. Essentially.
Kind of.
Yeah. Close enough.
It's really not, but no.
Yeah.
It's more like nuke. The Halo is more like nuking Hawaii to slow the malaria population. Slow malaria or something.
Okay, that one works too. But kind of.
It's a little more wide scale than Canadian healthcare.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
So yeah, the level we had to run around, destroy 3 pulse generators, and yeah, that's where another place you could really tell that they were reusing stuff. It's like, oh, I recognize all these hallways. At least I put them in a slightly different order, but They're all the same hallways.
Yeah, the Forerunner structures where we already seen every variation of it in the second or third level.
Yeah. Well, they clearly didn't have space for a lot of building textures,
No,
which I get and I kind of forgive, but
it was their first game, and
it's still it's still worth mentioning.
yeah. Though that aside,
And
the combat was just.
oh yes, the combat.
It's a game that deserved its title, combatable.
It had the best combat until 4.
Yes.
So yeah. Yeah, we destroyed the generator and then we teleported off to a Covenant cruiser where we had to find the human-shaped MacGuffin called Keys.
Yes, who this time had, of course, he'd been kidnapped by the flood, which resulted in him deciding.
Well, let's just say he got a little wet.
Yes. He got flooded real bad.
And not in a good way.
Not at all. So we decided to do the humane thing and lobotomize him through fist.
Well, I was going to... Trim, that would have been the good option that would have been the good place for the Canadian healthcare joke.
Hey! Actually, yeah. Hell, hey,
I'm gonna re-edit this when I steal this for the review.
Do it.
No, so we have to find our way through a flooded Covenant ship.
Yes, a ship.
And then we find Keys.
Yes, and the ship might be recognizable because, as we hinted before, it's the same ship when we saved it first.
Truth and Reconciliation again, yes.
Yes.
So we find our way through the Truth and Reconciliation again, but this time it's moldy.
Yep. Slightly
And
flooded.
then we have to find Captain Keys.
Yes.
And he's a little
Green.
hung up at the moment.
Yeah. A little squishy. Let's put it like that. He did. He got a little bit of an infection going on there.
He has in fact been assimilated.
Yes. I'm laughing, but again, first time I saw it, it was kind of like, oh shit.
Yeah. So we gave the captain some Canadian healthcare, took his implants, and jumped into a banshee and fucked off.
Yes. Kind of like what we did the first time too, but this time without crashing into 2 hunters.
Well, funnily, you say that, but we kind of crashed into a whole planet.
Yeah, but you know that doesn't really count because we're the heroes.
Well, we had to go back to the ship we crashed earlier. So we started the game on. Now, what I do like is that the book ended it. We started off on the Pillar of Autumn, which crashed. Now we have to fight our way back to it.
Yes.
Oh, did we have to fight?
Yes,
fight
we
our
did.
actual way back to it? Yeah.
We flew to the Pillar of Autumn. We crashed, and then we
Then we had some big fights to get the what was it? The self-destruct mechanism activated.
Oh yeah, that was.
Then was the worst part of the game.
Yes, you know how we said how we loved driving the Warthog, you know?
Yeah. Controlling the steering with the mouse. There's a brilliant freaking idea.
Yes.
We then had a timed section where we had to tear along the spine of the Pillar of Autumn in a bloody warthog, all the while with people shooting at us.
Yes, with explosives that even like this is the Warthog. Imagine this. Imagine you have a car that as soon as you hit a small rock decides to get thrown 20 meters into the air, spinning, and then not land on its feet. Or wheels.
Now imagine that a rocket misses it and blows up next to it.
Yes.
And then we go flipping away.
Yes. Now
it was. I think it took us. I think we actually had to restart, did we?
We restarted the whole level.
It was awful.
Once, and we
had. But we had to flip the damn warthog several times.
Yeah, let's just put it like this: the checkpoint system was abused and used and abused.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Holy shit, that was an experience, man.
Yeah. Oh! Oh!
Oh,
Look at that. I'm looking at the glitches list on for the halo.fandom.com site.
right.
Glitches during the Warthog escape on co-op. The weight of the second player meaning the turret can cause difficulties making jumps on the large ramps.
Oh, so being in multiplayer actually fucking hampers you.
Yes, it does. Apparently, it's fine if you put the second player in the passenger seat, but then you've got no chance. Then you're not shooting back.
No, and of course I can use my machine gun, but having machine guns against all those enemies, and you have to kill them in a short amount of time, might as well just take the weight risk of the Warthog.
Yeah.
Of course, if we'd known this when we're playing the fucking
It
game,
does explain why we rolled so easily, though, doesn't it?
it does. So now you guys know that when you're gonna do the Warthog escape, arm your side player with the fuel rod cannon, if you can find it, and just drive with him in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Dear Lord.
It's special.
Yeah.
Very special.
Incredibly special, dear I say.
But yeah, desperately, desperately, I do not like
I was
driving Warthogs in that game.
No.
Well, man, most of the games, the Warthog's my least favorite.
Yeah.
Well, it's my least favorite vehicle, but just as a vehicle. But we had so much fun with it because just stick trimming the turret and go tearing through, kill everything. It was great. That was
Yeah.
great.
Oh, that was amazing.
It was great for fun, but as a vehicle, yeah.
Like, imagine.
I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't commute to work in it.
No.
But I would absolutely storm the beaches with it.
Definitely. And again, the Warthog is perfect for co-op, though. I have one issue with the tank. The tank was amazing for single player, but you did not have. If you wanted a side player, he had to sit on the side of the tank and be unable to do shit unless he found his own vehicle.
Yeah, I think they fixed that in one of the other games, and then they made it worse again.
I think they fixed it in the second game.
Yeah.
That's where they.
At least they gave you a turret in the second game.
Yes. Actually, I think they had a turret on the tank in every game except for Halo Reach, because again they had to stay faithful.
Well, they gave you a little turret, yeah.
As you can tell, it's been a while since we played the game, but we still like it. We still loved it. It definitely.
We had fun.
Yeah, the amount of good games compared to the mediocre and sometimes bad, I'd say that the Master Chief Collection, if you can find it on a discount, like a decent discount, I'd say that the Master Chief Collection is almost worth the price of the entire game. Almost. The Halo Combat Evolve is almost worth the price of the Master Chief Edition.
Absolutely. But you definitely want to get it on special.
Oh yeah. Luckily though, it's.
Well, apparently it's really cheap at the moment. Is that its regular price, or is it on special at the moment?
What's the price? Because it's around.
There's the problem. I already own it, so it's dropped the package right down.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, it's a special offer, so we won't bother about that.
No.
Yeah, if you can get it on discount, it's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't suggest getting it necessarily at the full price, but any discount's probably worthwhile. But you can figure it out yourselves anyway. You're not stupid, hopefully.
Fortunate thing about it being an older game now, it's that the discounts happen regularly, so you'll be able to find a good price on it in just a short amount of time.
Mm-hmm. So that was Halo 1. So let me jump back in, and let's see how Trim's coming along with his sketch, because I've been looking at other streams.
Yes. I'm very close, and we are 45 minutes in, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of lighting and shading things here, and then we are done. So, any other thoughts about it? Like things you really enjoyed, things you really did not enjoy, especially.
I really enjoyed the tank. Tank was good.
Oh, tank was beautiful. Though, again, like one of my main issues is how quickly you ran out of ammunition.
Yeah, and I think they fixed that immediately in 2. That was one of the few serious improvements in 2, I think. You got more ammo.
Yeah, and also the dual wield, though. To me, in Halo, dual wield is both good and terrible at the same time, because you can dual wield pistols, but as soon as you pick up something or do anything, Master
Hmm,
Chief gets this need to just throw things away. But then again, we can cover this when we get to Halo 2.
indeed.
Yes, it should be something around close around the release of this video. It shouldn't be too far away. The intention, a little side tangent, is to release these videos once a week. So you'll get this one this week, and then you'll get the next one in the following week. And hopefully, I'll be able to have enough recordings to keep this going. So there'll be a constant, or at least weekly content on this channel.
Yeah, a little bit of content for when Trim's away and he can't do this live.
Yes, or even when I'm home too, or busy with life stuff, because sometimes shit just decide to be like, hey, you gotta do this, hey, you gotta do this. Like, for example, me
Shit
having to move.
happens, especially to Trim.
Yeah, yeah. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and hell, I'm about to start packing and moving, and that'll start consuming a lot of time, so, again, better to have a little content than nothing.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yes. Let's see. And of course, you see this. Basic, as I'm finishing up this drawing, do tell them the story behind this image and my glorious flying ability and my theoretical ability to land. I'm a good
Indeed.
pilot. Landing is difficult.
So, we were in, I think it was this game, wasn't it? I think it was in Combat Evolved, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, which ties in nicely. So, we were on one of the really cool big levels, and we needed to get up to a platform that was several hundred meters into the sky. So, simple solution, I flew up there. Sadly, we only had one Banshee.
Yes, because we managed to destroy the other. Totally not my
Yes.
fault.
So, well, I knocked the Banshee off the ledge after I got out. I aimed for Trim, but didn't hit him with the Banshee.
No, and I believed in my innocence that it was an act of kindness.
Yeah. So Trim jumped into the Banshee, flew back up, and just as I was telling Trim how I'm like, oh, I tried to hit you. It's a shame you didn't get squished by that. Before I can finish the sentence, Trim hops out of the Warthog.
The Banshee.
In front of it. Trim hops out in front of the Banshee. In front of the moving Banshee.
Yes. I
So
was planning
Trim
to
lands,
land.
really excited, and then the Banshee lands on him and kills him.
and that stunned moment of silence for Besic's brain to realize what the fuck just happened before we just all burst out laughing.
Yes.
Oh.
So I threw together a short on that, and we'll link that in the description for you if you want to check that out.
Oh,
but
definitely.
it is hilarious.
One of those good moments that is you're happy that you're streaming the game because nobody would believe you if you actually just said it.
Well, anyone who's met you would
Well,
believe
everyone
it.
has met me, but is the layman.
Oh yeah. But
And
yeah,
no,
that was hilarious.
we won't show it on the stream here because we want to have a reason for you to go over to Besic's channel and watch a short. A few times.
That, and would you like to try and watch Trim edit?
I think most people would say no. Let's be fair.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you helped me set this recording thingy up, and
Yes.
choice words were said.
Okay, Trim, I need you to click on the settings button. No, the settings button. No, the giant one that says settings, Trim.
Which one? On that side of the screen? What is left? What is right? What even is direction?
I don't know how you struggle with your left and right.
Overly political for a long time, so I was started. I'm wary of going left in any way. I need to be certain.
Oh God.
Oh man, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that part's not gonna make it to the view.
nah. Good thing we have editing. But yeah, it's
Indeed.
all in all, Halo Combat Evolved and its HD remaster. It's an example of when people who are interested in making the best gaming experience possible does their best to make sure that you have a good experience. And in this, despite all the small hiccups here and there, Halo Combat Evolved was one of the best games in the Master
Indeed.
Chief Collection.
It's also a perfect example of the difference in quality it makes when companies were forced to put the entire game on CD and have it good and perfect and fixed on launch.
Yes.
Because if your game wasn't perfect on disc, there wasn't day one updates like there are now.
No. Day one updates. They've been handy for games that really need it, because some people just didn't really
Yeah, but
care.
they shouldn't need it.
I know. But
is my point.
yes, and I fucking agree with that. But unfortunately, that's how it is. And you know how DLCs originally were just meant to function like a downloadable version of an expansion to
Well,
a game?
Yeah, and then the frigging horse armor happened, and it all went downhill from there.
Ugh. Thanks, Bethesda.
I remember when expansions were actual full games in their own right, almost like, say, the Cleopatra expansion to the Pharaoh game that I'm currently playing with Trim for added distraction over on my channel.
Yes. Well, that's a good time. We just sit down, talk shit. Do go drop by and watch. And also, we have the full playlist on Halo Combat Evolved on Bezek's channel, and there will be a link in the description.
Yes, if you would like to come see Trim actually be somewhat useful in a game involving guns, check that one out. If you would like to see Trim be completely useless, check out the playlist for Sniper Elite.
Oh, come on! Half of that is not even my reason. And also, it's really hard to not shoot a Nazi when it's perfectly theoretical.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Exactly.
Though I would appreciate if you could stop teleporting halfway across the platform over the ledge and fall to your death. That would be helpful.
I mean,
Because the game does not like you.
the funny mustache man is close by, and I just really want to go meet him and give him a lead inject. Which we did, by the way.
Well, yes, several times.
Yes. But that is a different game for a different video. Well,
Indeed. We'll actually we do need to review that at some point, so we will come back to this.
definitely. But with that, I am going to conclude this video, as we have now covered the subject, and I managed to do my sketch. Took me about 52 or so minutes, so yeah, this is what I'm able to do under an hour. Hopefully this series of videos will be able to compare to my first to, like, what, a few months, maybe a year in the future.
Indeed.
There might
So
be
yeah,
some
keep an eye out. And if you would like Trim to draw something special just for you, don't forget to check out his Ko-Fi, link down in the description. And for a amount of currency, you will be able to receive your own personal Trim drawing.
Yes, and I also have an Etsy for the people who might want a drawing they can hang up on their wall, or if you want a t-shirt. Links in the description below. And with that, I want to say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye bye.